Right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You can hear I'm a little bit hoarse. I have had a little bit of a cold, and I apologise in advance if I dry up during the course of the auction. I'll try my best not to. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Worsted Park. Welcome to our, I was going to call it a spring sale, but I think it's such a beautiful day, we'll call it an early summer sale. It's a small sale, but there's some lovely opportunities, so I'd like to think it's small but sweet today. So looking forward to this sale. I hope you are as well. I was quizzed about the wisdom of holding an auction this close to a general election. And certainly a week before the general election, I think I might have been struggling because I think everybody was a little bit concerned. And I'm not going to get involved in a political conversation. However, the nice thing is we all know there's an element of stability for the next few years now, whether it's what we wanted or not. It is stable, and certainly the market has shown significant signs of very quick regeneration, and certainly talking to agents and reading various articles in the property media, there's been a lot of activity taking place immediately after the auction, which is really good. So as far as I'm concerned, our timing is right, and the timing for you as buyers is right as well. Now is the time to be buying, there's no doubt about it. Regulars will know that I cover a couple of points before I start the auction. Firstly, I'd like to mention the exhibitors that are here. These guys support us every auction. They know their stuff. If you want to speak to a letting agent or to somebody about mortgage or to solicitors, speak to these guys. They'll wait around after the auction. They know their business. They know what they're talking about, and it's well worth talking to them. So I would say that. Secondly, as far as the procedure as today is concerned, so you all know, if I put the hammer down to you, either Lorraine or Nikki will pop out and see you straight away, and they'll ask you to complete a buyer information form. It's just your buyer's details at this point, and they take your solicitor's details. They will also be taking your proof of IDs at this point. They will all go back into the clerking area where contracts will be drawn up whilst the auction itself is still going on. If you are a successful bidder, there is no going back. Bear that in mind. And you often hear me say at the beginning of the auction, if you haven't looked at the legal pack, if you haven't got your finance 100% in place, or if you haven't looked at the property, or if there's any element that concerns you, don't bid. Because as soon as I put the hammer down, that is it. You have purchased that property. So please do bear that in mind. We do handle the contracts in lot order, which means if you happen to have bought maybe lot number 7 or 8, you might want to head straight to the cafe and get a cup of coffee or a can of drink or something just to tide you over, because obviously the first lot we'll cover with the contract is lot number 1, and they'll be signing after the auction. You'll be waiting behind, signing the contracts, paying your deposits and your admin fee. All right. Before I start the auction, the only other thing I must do is quickly read the amendment sheet. Hopefully most of you were given amendment sheets on your way in, but I will just read them out just so that you've got 100% reference to them. Land to the area of 79 to 87 Brunswick Road in Ipswich. Please be advised that this lot is being sold subject to 2 monthly garage tenancies, both at a rent of £19.98 per calendar month. Full tenancy details are contained within the legal pack for this property. Lot number 6, this is 12 to 14 St Margaret's Plain, Ipswich. This property has been withdrawn prior to auction. I do make the comment there that all parties are advised to register their interest with us, as the property may become re-available, which is a very real prospect. So if you have come for that property, I apologise, but do please register that interest with me, because it might well be the vendor's talking with somebody, but it might well be that we can muscle in. So do please get in touch with me on it. And lastly, lot number 10, which is the cold store premises, Grove Lane, Elmswell. This property has also been withdrawn prior to auction. So they are the amendments that I needed to announce. We will crack on straight away, I think, with lot number 1. As you see on the screen here, so you won't be able to get wrong. Keep your eyes on the screen, obviously. This is 39 St Margaret Street in Ipswich. All, as we say in the catalogue, it is a Grade 2 star listed building. It's a stunning building. It's got some absolutely beautiful timbers in it. It's a 500-year-old property with a huge amount of potential. There's no doubt about it. You've got nearly 2,000 square feet over 3 floors. So there's an opportunity there for commercial, offices, something like that. You've got obviously potentially residential, maybe 1 or 2 or even 3 units within the space. These ideas are all obviously subject to planning and subject to listing planning consent, so you must bear these things in mind. But a huge amount of opportunity, or indeed a mix of both. So it might be somebody goes for a bit of commercial and a bit of residential within that site. And surprisingly, it does have a footpath. Those of you that have seen it know it links through onto Great Coleman Street, so it's quite a deep property as well. So there we have it. Guiding it at 80 to 100. Pointless me saying somebody start me at 90 because nobody ever will. Somebody can start me at 80 on it. 70 then somebody kick me off at 70. 70 I've got, thank you. 70 I have. 72 somebody else. Have? 72 somebody. 72, thank you. 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94, 94 at the moment, 95. You're out? Is it 95 then? At 95,000. At 95,000 there. Are we all done at 95? 96? Okay, at 96,000 then. At 96,000 we have now. At 96,000. Somebody else want to join in? You're out, so it's at 96,000. I'm going to sell at 96. Make no mistakes, I'm not coming back to it at 96. Are we all done at 96? I am going to sell. Anybody else want to join in? There's a huge amount of property for 96,000 and a real steal for this gentleman. At 96,000 and I'm going to sell. At 96,000 and selling. Ladies and gentlemen, then for the first time of asking at 96,000. Second time of asking at 96,000. Third and final time at 96,000. Sold. Well done. Well done. Sorry, the way of the world, I'm afraid, but well done. Thank you. Sorry, excuse me. Right, we'll carry straight on, ladies and gentlemen, with lot number 2. Again, as you see on the screen there, land to the rear of 79 to 87 Brunswick Road. North Ipswich, Northgate School catchment, a site to be able to build on. They just don't come up. This sort of opportunity just do not present themselves very often at all. So a golden opportunity, there's no doubt about it. I will remind you that there are 2 licenses. They are monthly licenses though, so it's up to you as an ingoing buyer to serve notice and get the back garages vacant. But I'm surprised that there's anybody there. Most of the garages are very dilapidated, ready to be demolished, basically. It has planning for a very substantial 4-bedroom detached bungalow on it. You have to say that if you're going to build yourself a nice property on that site, absolutely perfect. If you're looking at it from a speculative point of view, it might be you look at it and say, actually, I might be able to squeeze 2 on that site, and then opportunity with a pair of smaller bungalows on there. But these are the sort of things that I know that a lot of you have been bouncing around and looking at and talking about. So let's see where we go with it. 100, 125. Some are going to be brave and put the hand in the air at 100. Somebody start me at 90 then, please. At 90. Let's start me off at 90. Got 90 down? We're at 90, thank you. 92, somebody? We're in at 90, looking for 92. In at 90, looking for 92 from somebody? In at 90,000 only. 92, thank you. 94. Yep. 96. 98. 100. 102. 104. 106. 108. 10. You in? At 12? At 11 then. 111. At 111. At 111. At 111. New bid at 112. New bid at 112. New bid at 112. New bid at 112. 113. 114. 115. 115. You're out? So in at 115 then. In at 115 now. New bid at 116 against you, Sam. 116 to my 117. 118. 119. 120. You're out? Is it 120 then? Gentleman standing there at 120,000. At 120,000 and selling. Buy at 120,000. You sure you don't want to join in still? 21? 21 then, thank you. 21. To my left, you're at 21, sir. 122. 23, 24, 25, 26. No, you're at 126 then. At 126,000. At 126,000 and selling at 126,000 if we're all done. For the first time of asking then at 126,000. Second time of asking at 126,000. You in? 127,000. 127. 128. Be bold. 130. What do you say? Worth a go? 130 then. 130 now to my left. Going to go for it, sir? Take the one if you like. 131. You're out now then. Okay, at 131. Selling at 131, are we all done? First time of asking then at 131. Second time of asking, 131. Third and final time at 131,000. Thank you. Gentlemen, right at the back there. If you catch Nikki as she comes through, please. Gentlemen, just drinking a glass of water, Nikki. Sorry, sir. Worth a try, though. Telephone bids, Luke. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll move straight on to lot number 3. Again, as you can see on the screen here, all that you see on the screen as well. A lot of people were thinking it was only part of it, but it's the whole lot, all the same colour there. Very deceptively spacious property. You're talking about 2,500 square feet. You might notice the address, actually, to begin with. 117 to 121. So it's 117, 119, and 121. So you've got 3 addresses. You've got 2,500 square feet, which is approximately the size of 3 terraced houses, for the price of basically little more than 1 terraced house. So you have to say there's a huge amount of opportunity here. No doubt about it, a huge amount of opportunity. As you know, at the moment, it has been used as a photographic studio. There's been a workshop out the back. But there's a tremendous opportunity for redevelopment of this site. And I think that's the thing that people have homed in on, the fact that they can do more with this than it's currently being used for. There's been people looking at demolition and new build of the section to the right-hand side there. Others looking at incorporating that into it and rebuilding. All sorts of connotations have been coming forward on it. So anyway, guiding it at 140 to 160. We have a telephone bid. If you made contact, all right? You have. Good. Okay. Somebody start me at 140. Everybody looks blankly at me. Somebody start me at 130. At 130, somebody? Nobody here for it. 120 then. 120 I've got straight away. Thought I would do. At 120, 122, somebody? At 120 at the moment. At 120, 22, thank you. 24, 26, 28. 28 in the middle there. At 128, 28. 130, 130. At 130 in the middle there, at 130. At 130, we all done? At 130. 132, 134 against your phone. 134, 134. Got a long way to go here. 36, 38. 138 at the moment in the room. At 140 then. At 140. 142. 142. 142 in the room. 145. 145, thank you. 145. 145. Going to go 150 straight away. 150 then in the room I have. 150 in the room. 152. I have 150 at the moment. 152, thank you. 153. 153. At 153. 153. Yeah, 154 then, at 154. At 154. You're out then, it's at 154, and I'm going to sell to the phone bidder at 154. Are we all done? At 154, you're out, sir? On the phone then, at 154. At 154 and selling. There's a gentleman that came in at the end there. You're out? Okay, then at 154 on the phone. At 154 and selling. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time of asking at 154,000. Second time at 154,000. Third and final time at 154. Property is sold. Well done. Thank you very much. Right, let's crack on with the next lot, please. Well done. There we go. 174-175 High Street. A stunning, stunning property, this one. Guiding it 175 to 200,000. All as described in the catalogue, and we have a very comprehensive description in the catalogue, so I'm sure that you'll all know exactly what's on offer here. Converted some 35 years ago from a pair of townhouses, it's now a spectacular 8-surgery dental practice. And it's had tens of thousands of pounds spent within the last 5 years on a refurbishment, which makes it absolutely a stunning, stunning property. Certainly all medical grade furniture throughout and fittings, etc. It really is absolutely stunning. Those of you who've seen it know that it is vacant, and certainly a practicing dentist could be in there and up and running within the space of a week, almost certainly. Get in there straight away, dental practice, you're up and running and you're ready to go. It has also been identified by other buyers, and rightly so, as offering an opportunity for commercial development as well. Sorry, residential development, should I say. Obviously, you've got a pair of houses, potentially. You've got flats, potentially. You've got an HMO, potentially. You've possibly got dental on the ground floor and then some residential above it. So there are lots of different connotations with this particular property as far as I'm concerned. Had several quite serious viewers on it as well, so I'm pretty confident we're going to put this one to bed, actually. So 175 to 200. Is somebody going to start me at 175 on it? So we start me at 150 then. Start me at 150. At that level, it's certainly at a very low entry level at 150. And if you travelled down to see it at 150. I know that there's several, I don't know whether you're here, that's the trial. I know that there's several people interested. So I'm going to withdraw this at this point, rather than thrash around with it. So it's here to be sold. Please come and talk to me post-auction. And certainly I think there's a great opportunity here. So let's see where we can go with it post-auction. So we'll move straight on to lot number 5. And this one certainly captured a lot of people's imaginations. 81 to 83 Allwell Road. 2,500 square feet. Again, it's the second property that I've offered that's 2,500 square feet today. A warehouse as it stands at the moment. Perfect opportunity. Very rare that, quite honestly, you can buy yourselves a freehold warehouse. They just don't come up. So a great opportunity here to buy yourselves a trading premises of 2,500 square feet. The other thing that this particular property has is the fact that it's within a residential area. So you have to say that the prognosis for demolition and the creation of some residential units within the site is also very strong. I think a lot of people have been looking at it with that in mind as well, whether it be straight away or at some time in the future. Buy it, use it to trade from, get your planning in the future for a couple of units in there, possibly buy some other gardens or whatever you want to do in the future. A great opportunity, as I'm concerned, and it's generated some very, very strong interest. So guiding this one at 60 to 80. I want somebody to start me off at 60 this time. Somebody kick in at 60, please. Somebody start me at 60 for it. No, we're going to get there. Somebody start me at 50 then. Start me at 50,000. 50 I've got, thank you. Looking for 52 from somebody? At 50,000 only, looking for 52. At 52, thank you. 54, 56, 58, 60, 2, 4, 6, 8, 70, 2, 72. Okay, it's 72,000 then. 74, somebody? 72,000 only. At 72,000. Take a 73 from somebody if you like. 73, 74 new bids, sir. 74. Gentleman behind, you want to go to 75? 75 then, sir. So, 76, 77, 78, 78, 79. No, you're out. Gentleman seated right at the back then, the blue T-shirt at 79,000. Anybody else want to kick in at 80? We're at 79,000 at the moment. At 79,000 and selling. At 79,000 and selling. Are we all done? 80,000 new bid. 80,000 against you, sir. New bid at 80,000 now. At 80,000, 81. Yep. At 81. At 81,000. 82. 82 at the moment against you, sir. At 82,000. 83. 83. He looks like he's slowing, sir. Go for it. It's at 83 at the moment. I do apologise. At 83,000. Would you go 84, sir? No, it's at 83,000 and then we're selling. Are we all done then at 83? Anybody else want to raise a hand? Because I'm going to sell otherwise at 83,000. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time of asking then at 83,000. Second time of asking at 83,000. Third and final time at 83,000. Sold to gentlemen, back row there. Well done. Thank you. As we know, unfortunately, lot number 6 has been withdrawn. We'll just show you the picture very quickly because, as you can see, you were buying a flying freehold there. Do come and talk to me. Please do come and talk to me. Although I'm not offering it, not able to offer it today, I think if there was a firm bid on the table, I think that the client would he'd be interested in talking. Let's put it like that. So do still come and talk to me, please. He's talking to somebody else at the moment, which I'm disappointed about. So come and see me. Okay, lot number 7. There we are. We all know where this site is because you all drive past it virtually every day, I'm sure. The bottom of Woodbridge Road there, next to the Mulberry Tree pub. This site currently has planning on it for 14 apartments, over 3 floors, together with a retail unit on the ground floor. Planning is due to expire fairly shortly, though, so be aware of that. We've spoken to the architects who advised us that it's a relatively straightforward process and they believe there's no problems in getting a renewal relatively easily. As I mentioned in the catalogue, though, I think there's an opportunity for some lateral thinking here as well. I think that it's not necessarily to be developed in the form that it is. It might be go for slightly higher density there. It might be you go for all commercial. So there's a variety of opportunities there. Even, quite honestly, as parking. You know, I think it's potentially going to yield 25,000 a year as a car park. So there's an opportunity there that's currently not being exploited. I've had some interest beforehand, and I'm actually going to start it from the rostrum at a low bid, admittedly, but I'm going to start with me from the rostrum. So it's with me at 150 from the rostrum. Anybody else going to join in? At 150 then. So with me at 150. 55, so yes? 55, 60. 65, 70. 75, 80. 85, yep, I can go to 190. 190 with me. 190. 195, sir? 195. You in? It's 195 seated there. At 200 then. At 200. 202. 202. No? 202 then. It's at 202. Anybody else want to kick in? It's at 202 at the moment. At 202,000. At 202,000, looking for 204 from somebody. At 202 only. Anybody else want to join in? It's at 202,000. Are we all done at 202? Where are we? Sorry. Sorry, I beg your pardon, sir. 24. Do beg your pardon. 24. 24. 24, seated here. 26. Sorry, okay. 25. 25. 205. 206. No, at 206,000 then. At 206,000, seated here at 206. At 206,000. At 207 right at the back. At 27 at the back. 2.7 at the back there. At 2.7. You in? 2.8. 2.9. At 2.9. At 2.9. At 2.9. Yep. At 2.10 then. At 2.10. At 2.10. You're out? You're out then. Gentleman here at 210,000 and I'm going to sell. Not coming back to it at 2.10. If we're all done, I'm going to sell. Are we all done at 210,000? Because I am going to sell at 210. If we're all done, I'm going to sell. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time of asking then at 210,000. Second time of asking at 210,000. Third and final time, 1,000. Sold. Well done, sir. Good bid. Bear with me. All that excitement, sir. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's crack on, if we may do, to lot number 8. This is our penultimate lot today that we're offering. Telephone bid. Right, it's just sorting out the telephone bid there. Right, okay, here we go. 6 Milford Close, 2-bedroom detached bungalow, Henley Rise, very, very nice area, North Ipswich. I mean, we all know Henley Rise as being a very after area. And again, these little gems just don't come up. Properties that offer for some tidying up. You can get in there, you can put a new kitchen in and a new bathroom. You can do some decorating to new carpets. You've then got yourselves a really nice property that's, without spending a fortune on it, you can cut something really nice. Because it's a plot that opens out, the other thing that people have identified is there's certainly an opportunity to extend it as well. At the moment, there's a funny little study-type unit on there, which you might well want to take off, but there's an opportunity perhaps to extend to the side as well if you wanted to. So, all in all, a tremendous opportunity. We have got the telephone bid. You now connected, Luke? Okay, fine. So we're online with telephones. Start guiding at 130 to 150. I know several of you are here for it, so let's not beat around the bush and start it at 130, somebody, and see where we can go with it. So I'm starting at 130. I've got 130. 132, sir? 132, 34, 36, 38, 40, 2, 4, 6, 8, 50, 2, 52 then, 54, 54, 56, 58, 60. You're not going to get a chance, are you? Just stick your hand up quickly. No, all right then. Sorry. I beg your pardon. With you at 160, sir. Yeah, 160, 161 then. 61. 162, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 167 seated right at the back at 167. 167 seated at the back at 167. At 167, and I'm going to sell, obviously, at 167. 168, 169. Yeah, 169. No, 169 then. At 169 seated. 170. 170. It's against you, sir. Gentleman at the back at 170. You in? No? You're out at 170 then, standing right at the back. At 170,000. At 170,000, and we're going to sell at 170 if we're all done. Are we all done then at 170,000? 71, 171 against you, sir. You're now out. Good bid then, at 171. At 171. At 171, I'll take a little one, sir, if you like. Do you want to put a little one on that? 71 and a half? Good, 71 and a half. You worked last time. Okay, 71 and a half then. Uh-oh, at 171 and a half. At 171,500. At the back there if we're all done. First time of asking then at 171 and a half. Second time of asking at 171 and a half. At 171 and a half. All done, third and final time. Thank you very much indeed, sir. Well done. Apologies to the other people that are involved in the bidding. do apologise, but such is life, I'm afraid. Right, before I offer the last lot today, which is lot number 9, I thank everybody for coming. I hope you've enjoyed it. I said it was a little gem of a sale, this one, a small one, but some lovely little lots in it. Our next sale is the 22nd of July. We're already starting to formulate and build that sale. If you have any properties that you wish to discuss, possibly selling by auction, and you think that we could perhaps perform for you, we're very, very keen to talk to you. All of our advice is free and without any obligation, so please don't hesitate to speak to either Luke or myself, and we'd be delighted to come and see you and talk to you about whether we can help you and the sort of figures we may be able to achieve for you. So do bear that in mind for the future. Let's crack on with the very last lot then. This is lot number 9 today, which is 10 Nottage Road in Ipswich. It is a Victorian semi. It's a 2-bedder as it stands. It occupies a very good sized plot. It's a nice... The plot has got some width on it, so you can actually drive a car. It's an 8'9" wide stretch, so you could drive a car down there if you should need to. Yes, there's some movement on it. We know that, and I think those of you that have looked at it will be fully aware of that. But again, those of you that are in the industry will know that that's not insurmountable. And the sort of margins that are potentially available on this site are huge, because if you were to manage to put perhaps a nice 2-storey extension on it, giving yourselves a 3-bedder semi in this area, then you could certainly be looking at a very substantial return for your investment. So let's guiding this one at 100, 120. Somebody going to start me at 100, somebody? Somebody kick me in at 100, start the wheels off? Somebody start me at 90 then? 90 I have, thank you. 90 I have. Bid straight in at 90,000. 2 from somebody. 90 right at the back at the moment, looking for 92. At 90,000, looking for 92 from somebody. Anybody else going to join in, or we're going to sit on your hands? 92, thank you. 94, 96. You're in 98. 98 at the moment. At 100 then. At 100. At 100, looking for 102 from somebody. At 100 at the moment. At 100, 102. 104. 106. 108. 110. 11. 11, 111, 112, 12, 13, 14, 15. At 115 and you're out? You're out then at 115 standing against the pier and selling at 115,000. Does anybody else want to join in? Otherwise, I am going to sell at 115. At 115,000, are we all done? I am going to be selling at 115,000. Nobody going to join in? No? Okay, then at 115 and selling. For the first time of asking then at 115,000. Second time of asking at 115,000. Third and final time at 115,000. Well done, Callum. All done. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for attending the auction. I look forward to seeing you all in July. Thank you very much.